Hello everybody and welcome to RPG Horror Stories. I'm your host Suya Natsuni and welcome to the channel. I hope that you enjoy your time here and listen, if you haven't yet, subscribe. It's not gonna hurt you. I mean, we're really close to getting to a 100 subscriber milestone, and once we hit 100 subs on the YouTube channel, I'm gonna read the RPG horror story of Old Man Henderson, the tale that created the Henderson scale. I hope to see you there. Alright, now, on with the video. Starting off strong with guys can't play female characters. So, this is a short and straightforward story. I recently joined the Dungeons & Dragons campaign after the Zero DM set. Oh, they're saying after session 0. Okay, so after session 0, he asked us to prepare the ideas we have for the characters and send them to him. And then he will contact us and help us adjust them to his world. So far, so good. I had an idea for a paladin character. Once I wrote the character, I sent it to the DM yesterday. Today, our DM spoke to me saying the idea was okay, but had one little question. He asked me if I was a woman. Well, I was surprised at this question because we had already talked and he knew that I wasn't. But once again, I reminded him to be sure. There was a problem. The DM told me that I have to change character then because as a guy, I shouldn't be playing a female character. He gave several reasons for this. The first one was that I wouldn't be able to pretend a female voice for my character, which is okay. He doesn't know how to pretend female voices for his NPCs, but okay. He also told me that, in his opinion, it is cringe, and that when guys play as women, they always try to do some funny stuff with these characters. I suspect that I know what he meant, but I'm assuring him that I am not planning anything inappropriate, but it was to no avail. We argued back and forth about it for a while, but the DM told me that he didn't want that at his table and he won't change his mind, but he likes my idea, so I can make another character. Honestly, I know that this is not much of a horror story, nor is it that serious, but I still feel like I don't want to play at his table anymore. Then don't play at his table. One of the best things that you can do as a player is to only play with dungeon masters that you know you can trust. Yeah, we can give this DM like benefit of the doubt. Maybe he had bad experience, who knows? But if you don't feel like the DM is open to the ideas that you're putting down as a player, then they're likely not going to be open to branching off of the beaten path in their campaign. So if you don't feel like you want to play with them, that's fine. Maybe their style of being a dungeon master isn't for you. So you can always just find a new one. So don't feel bad. Please, just don't feel bad if you decide not to play in this campaign. I know you'll find a DM that'll work for you. Sometimes it just doesn't mesh. Guy makes a character that doesn't follow the rules and gets mad when he cannot play it. This was a long time ago, but talking about Dungeons & Dragons earlier today made me think about it. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but that's because I don't remember the exact details of the conversation. I was running a 3.5 D&D campaign, homebrew setting, and one of my players mentioned it to their coworker. The coworker wanted to join, player asked me, I say yes. Talk to the guy a bit via text and explain the rules of the setting and character creation. Which variant rules are being used, significant homebrew classes and races that aren't available. He grumbles a bit, but not too bad. When I mentioned that we don't include pretty much anything from Eberron, like the Artificer, Dragon Marks, anything like that, he says he'll probably play a wizard or something. I say, cool, I'll see you Saturday. My player mentions at some point that the guy seems excited, but shady, and we figure that he made some gimmick or min-max character, nothing we can't handle. Just says that it's a spellcaster. Not knowing wasn't that weird, but we didn't give the situation much thought. Then game day rolls around. The dude rolls up and has a kind of smug attitude. He reveals he's playing an artificer. He explains it like it's some kind of gotcha that he came from a portal to Eberron. Face drops when I reiterate that the artificer class is not an option in our game. He continues arguing about the portal to Eberron and the D&D multiverse and crystal spears from Spelljammer. He gets mad, and I guess he expected me to be like, "Oh yeah, you got me!" and storms out. From what I heard, he got mad again when he found out that his invitation had been retracted. This right here, this is what I'm talking about when I say stand up for yourself as a DM and stand up for yourself as a player. If you don't enjoy certain options or it doesn't fit with your campaign, don't let people pick it. If somebody shows up and they've broken the rules instead, kick their ass out. This DM did the exact same thing that I've been saying the entire time. They had their session 0, and well, this player just ignored it, so that is all on the player. Good on you for standing up for yourself, and thank you for showing how to stand up for yourself as a DM without really breaking up much of a fight. And now, this one's a little bit humorous from what I was able to tell. The rogue uses a creative way to kill the big bad evil guy. The campaign lasted months, and we were entering the Tower of Despair, where the overworld of darkness was about to cast a ritual that would ascend him to godhood. The big bad evil guy had a homebrew item that gave him legendary resistances and, effectively, a Super Saiyan mode. We knew that this was going to be a tough fight, which is when our wizard came up with an idea. The wizard cast greater invisibility on our rogue. The rogue snuck up on the big bad evil guy and used the escape artist feat to crawl up his ass. Our DM got pissed and made him roll 2 skill checks. After passing them, the rogue burst out of the big bad evil guy's chest. Instant kill. The DM kicked us out. How is this a horror story? This is an RPG glory story. What the fuck? That's smart. Listen, if the DM lets you do it, it's the DM's fault here. I like to give the DM a benefit of a doubt in almost every situation, because DM has everything on their plate, but the DM just let you do it. So this is their fault. Enjoy the glory story, dude. That is beautiful. Alright, that's all we have for today, and if you're interested in the Twitch channel, I have a link to that in the description, along with my Discord and Twitter. You can go ahead and follow me on there as well, and I will be playing 7 Days to Die later. I know that I'm playing Path of Exile right now, but in some of my theory crafting for my League Starter ended up being a little bit faulty, so I'm just redoing the whole thing, restarting with Zai's Lightning Conduit Elementalist, and I don't want to make a video on it because everyone's playing it. It's a safe League start from what I can see, despite it being a new skill. So much love, stay sexy, and I hope to see you guys later. Bye-bye!